Have you ever started your morning, looked down, and thought to yourself, something just isn't working the way it used to? If so, you're far from alone. For millions of men past the age of 60, this struggle isn't merely a part of getting older, it's often a sign of something deeper: restricted blood flow. Not just to the heart, but also to the areas that define masculinity. The same kind of artery blockage that triggers heart attacks can quietly reduce circulation where it matters most. And every time you brush it off, you risk falling further behind. I'm Dr. Mohit Kara. For over 3 decades, I've worked with men seeking to restore their vitality, improve their blood flow, and reclaim their confidence. No gimmicks, just trusted, evidence-based approaches. I've guided thousands through the exact same concerns you might be facing right now. And believe me when I say, this isn't a conclusion, it's a new beginning. If you're willing to take the right action, here's something most men are never told. Your body is built to repair itself, and how you start your day plays a crucial role. The first hour after you wake up can either nourish your arteries and kidneys or quietly wear them down. That's why today, I want to walk you through 5 simple morning habits that can naturally enhance circulation, improve energy, and help you feel more like yourself again starting tomorrow. And this is about more than just staying well. These daily steps can help sharpen your mind, improve mobility, deepen sleep, and bring back a sense of vitality you may have forgotten. Stick with me, because in a few minutes, I'll share exactly what to drink, what to avoid, and a small shift that can jumpstart your body's natural rhythm before you even sit down to breakfast. Before we dive in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a straightforward, doctor-approved tip to help you restore your health. And if any of this resonates, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, type 0. I read each reply and use your input to make these videos better for you. Now, let's get into the very first habit, something many men overlook the moment they open their eyes. Before checking the news or reaching for coffee, there's one simple ritual that can stimulate circulation, support kidney function, and set a healthy tone for the entire day. It all begins with hydration. My first recommendation: drink a glass of warm water with fresh lemon. Every day, before anything else, not even turning on a screen, I head to the kitchen, pour a glass of warm water, and squeeze in half a lemon. That's it, no special equipment, just 1 minute of intention. And the impact on my body and countless patients is remarkable. After a full night's rest, your body is slightly dehydrated, your blood thickens, your circulation slows, and your kidneys, which have been filtering waste for hours, are ready for a boost. That first glass of water does more than ease your thirst, it reactivates your entire system. It helps thin the blood, flush out overnight toxins, and gently signals your arteries that it's time to get moving. But when you add lemon to that water, you're giving your body an extra edge. Lemons contain high levels of citric acid and vitamin C, a powerful duo that brings 2 major benefits for aging men. First, it helps ward off calcium-based kidney stones, which tend to become more common as we age and can quietly impair kidney function without obvious symptoms. Second, it strengthens the endothelium, the thin lining inside your blood vessels, helping your arteries stay flexible and responsive. That's also why I recommend warm water over cold. Warm or room temperature water is much gentler on the stomach, promotes faster hydration, and slightly opens up your blood vessels, encouraging steady circulation during those first important moments after waking. I've had patients tell me this simple habit shifted their entire mornings. Within just a few days, they noticed better energy, less bloating, and more consistent digestion. Over time, they reported brighter skin, lighter colored urine, and even a calmer, more regular heartbeat. The beauty of it? It's 100% natural. No pills, no powders, no chemicals, just water and a lemon wedge. But here's the thing, it only works if you stick with it. This needs to become a ritual, not just something you do once in a while. Make it the first thing you do each morning, before breakfast, before vitamins, before your brain starts racing toward the day's tasks. If you're wondering how something so small could make such a big difference for your kidneys and circulation, keep this in mind. It's often the simple, consistent choices that lead to the most meaningful results over time. So tomorrow morning, skip the cold jolt of coffee and give your body what it's really asking for, because the way you begin your day sets the tone for how your blood flows. over the next 16 hours. And speaking of morning habits that shape the rest of your day, this next one might surprise you. It's not about what you sip, it's about how you move. Let's talk about gentle morning movement, not vigorous workouts. A few years ago, I worked with a 67-year-old former marathoner. He was proud of sticking to his routine at the gym every morning at 6 a.m., pushing himself hard. But he came to see me because his energy was crashing before noon, and his creatinine levels were creeping upward, a sign his kidneys were under stress. He said, "Doc, I'm doing everything right. I exercise hard. I sweat. Isn't that the formula for health?" But what I had to tell him was something many men don't realize. After 60, your body doesn't benefit from more force. It needs more wisdom. Especially in the morning, when your organs are still easing into the day and your kidneys are already strained from working through the night. When you push your body too hard, too soon with heavy lifting, long distance runs, or intense training, your muscles begin to break down at a faster rate. That process produces waste products like creatinine, which naturally show up when muscles are used. But for men over 60, especially those whose kidneys are already under strain from nighttime filtration, this extra burden can slow down your circulation and impact overall energy. That's why I recommend, and personally follow, a different approach: gentle morning movement. I'm talking about a short, easy walk around your neighborhood, a few minutes of porch stretches, or slow-flowing Tai Chi right in your living room. Nothing complicated, just simple, intentional movement that tells your body it's time to start the day. This kind of light activity encourages blood flow to increase gradually, not in a sudden spike. It helps oxygen reach your muscles and brain, especially your lower body, without stressing your nerves or pulling hydration from your system. Just as importantly, this gentle rhythm helps dial down stress hormones, the quiet saboteurs of circulation. I remember that same patient came back to me 3 months later. He had traded in the high-intensity gym sessions for daily morning walks and resistance band training in the afternoon. His lab results improved, his blood pressure evened out, and he said something I'll never forget. "Doc, I stopped working out like I was still 30. Now I feel like a strong 67. That's the goal, not burnout, not punishment. We're aiming for strength built on wisdom. You move to wake your body up, not to wear it down. And once your body is alert and your blood is flowing, the next step is to step outside. This next habit doesn't just improve your mindset, it triggers a biological shift that men over 60 absolutely need to kickstart healthy circulation from the inside out. I encourage you to spend 10 to 20 minutes in the early sunlight. There's something deeply grounding about being outside before the day ramps up. I make it part of my routine to soak in those first rays, sometimes just 10 quiet minutes on the porch with a warm mug of tea. That gentle light does more than calm the mind. It sends signals to your body's internal systems, helping restore blood flow, stabilize blood pressure, and support kidney performance. That's because sunlight naturally boosts your body's production of vitamin D, a nutrient many older men don't realize is critical to healthy circulation. It regulates calcium and phosphorus levels, improves the flexibility of your blood vessels, and helps maintain steady blood pressure. When vitamin D is low, your arteries can become stiff, circulation slows, and fatigue creeps in more easily. But the benefits of morning light go even further. It helps reset your circadian rhythm, your body's built-in clock. When that rhythm is working properly, your kidneys operate more efficiently, and key hormones that control blood pressure, metabolism, and even testosterone production begin to stabilize. Many of the men I see who wake up feeling foggy, tense, or unmotivated don't realize the problem isn't always stress or sleep, it's often a simple lack of sunlight. Their bodies still think it's nighttime, and their circulation behaves accordingly. When your body doesn't get exposed to natural light first thing in the morning, it continues operating as if it's still nighttime, and your blood flow mirrors that sluggish state. I once had a patient in his early 70s who made one simple adjustment. Instead of doing his crossword puzzles at the kitchen table, he moved to the patio each morning. That small change improved his sleep, lifted his mood, and even helped his digestion. He told me, "I didn't expect much, but after a couple of weeks, I just felt more alive." So don't overlook how powerful this little act can be. You don't need to be out hiking or lounging on a beach. Just let the morning light touch your skin, your face, and enter your eyes directly. No sunglasses, no windows, just you and the open sky. 10 to 20 minutes is often all it takes to flip the switch in your body from rest to ready. And even if you live in a cloudy region or it's the middle of winter, natural light still matters. A vitamin D supplement can help fill in the gaps, but it can't replace the biological cues that light sends your brain and organs. Because this isn't just about getting nutrients, it's about aligning your body with the rhythm of the day. Now, once you've absorbed that natural light and circulation has started to pick up, the next choice you make can either support or sabotage your progress, and chances are, it's sitting in your kitchen right now. Let's talk about your morning drink. Tip number 4. Consider swapping out your coffee for an herbal tea that supports circulation. I'll be the first to admit, I used to love the aroma of coffee in the morning. There's something deeply comforting about that familiar ritual. And for a long time, like many of the men I work with, I believed I needed it to get going. But over time, I began noticing a change. That once invigorating cup of coffee started leaving me jittery, mentally scattered, and oddly fatigued just a few hours later. More importantly, I observed a similar pattern among my older patients. While coffee in small amounts isn't necessarily harmful, drinking it first thing can backfire, especially after 60. It causes your heart rate to spike, pulls water from your system, and increases blood pressure right before your kidneys have had a chance to catch up from their overnight workload. For men dealing with impaired circulation or elevated creatinine, this kind of early morning strain can do more harm than good. That's why I began recommending gentler alternatives. What I discovered completely changed my own mornings. Herbal teas, when selected with intention, not only replace coffee, but actively nourish the systems that need the most support. Herbs like ginger, hibiscus, nettle leaf, and chamomile carry anti-inflammatory properties, help your body manage fluids more efficiently, and keep your arteries flexible and responsive. These teas don't just give you a boost, they help your body function better from the inside out. One of my patients, a retired Army veteran in his late 60s, used to down 3 cups of coffee before mid-morning. We scaled that back to a single cup and gradually introduced herbal blends like ginger and hibiscus into his daily rhythm. Within a few weeks, his blood pressure came down, his mind felt calmer, and he even told me, "I didn't realize how much coffee was draining me until I stopped depending on it." Now, I'm not telling you to give up coffee forever. If you truly enjoy it, that's okay, just shift the timing. Have it after you've hydrated, after you've eaten something nourishing, and after your body has had time to fully awaken. Give your body time to ease into the day. Try swapping in herbal teas a few mornings a week. You might be surprised at how much smoother and more energized your mornings feel. Once your drink routine is in place, it's time to focus on one final piece. And this is the part where most men unknowingly go off track. It's not about what you sip. It's not even how you move. It's about what you eat during those first few waking hours. Your breakfast can either support your circulation or silently work against it. Tip number 5. Eat a breakfast that supports blood flow. Keep it low in sodium and moderate in protein. I used to think breakfast was just quick fuel, grab some eggs, toast, maybe a protein shake, and rush out the door. That's how I operated for years, especially during my medical training. But as time went on, and as I began working more closely with men in their 60s and 70s, I started noticing something. That first meal of the day wasn't just a meal, it was a signal. And depending on what they ate, that signal was either helping their blood flow or quietly making things worse. Many guys start their day with what they believe is a solid, protein-rich breakfast. Eggs, sausage, bacon. It sounds hearty, masculine, and efficient. But the truth is, too much protein early in the day can overwhelm your kidneys and push creatinine levels higher. Add to that the salt in processed meats, plus the refined sugar and starch from pancakes or boxed cereals, and you've got a recipe for inflammation, slow circulation, and added pressure on your heart. When I meet with patients, I always ask, "What's your breakfast routine?" And 9 times out of 10, it's either too heavy or nearly empty. The best breakfasts for circulation are simple, light, and packed with the right nutrients. Meals that are naturally low in salt, not overloaded with protein, and rich in fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. Think along the lines of a warm bowl of oats with chia seeds and fresh berries, or whole grain toast with avocado, sliced tomato, and a drizzle of olive oil. A smoothie made with unsweetened almond milk, a handful of spinach, frozen berries, and a tablespoon of flaxseed can also be a game changer. One of my patients, let's call him Harold, in his early 70s, made just this one adjustment. He gave up the bacon and eggs routine and started blending a morning smoothie with greens, fruit, and seeds. A few weeks later, he told me he felt lighter, sharper, and had more energy that carried him into the afternoon. His blood pressure dropped, and he didn't feel weighed down by that heavy morning meal anymore. Because breakfast isn't just about filling your stomach, it sends instructions to your whole body. It tells your kidneys how hard they'll need to work, how constricted or relaxed your arteries should be, and how much brain power you'll have to spend. If you miss the mark, it can disrupt your whole system. But when you get it right, you'll feel the difference in your focus, your mobility, even your rest. Now that we've covered all 5 of these morning habits, you might be wondering how to weave them into a consistent routine. Let me walk you through how to build a morning rhythm your body can count on, day in and day out. For more than 30 years, I've had the privilege of sitting across from men just like you, fathers, veterans, husbands, guys who once felt in control of their bodies, now feeling like something's changed and they can't quite get it back. And over again, I've witnessed the same shift begin with one simple decision: how they choose to start their mornings. If you're looking for stronger circulation, better stamina, and a deeper sense of well-being, it all starts in those first waking hours. We've now covered 5 straightforward, science-based habits that can truly change the way you feel. Drinking warm lemon water to rehydrate and wake up your kidneys. Moving gently to boost circulation without overworking your body. Getting 10-20 minutes of natural sunlight to reset your internal clock and raise vitamin D levels. Swapping out your morning coffee for a soothing herbal tea that supports your arteries. And finishing with a breakfast that nourishes instead of depletes, light, heart-healthy, and easy on your kidneys. These habits aren't complicated, but they do take consistency. When practiced together, day after day, the transformation is more than physical. It's mental, emotional, and deeply empowering. I've had men tell me they feel sharper, more balanced, more themselves again. They stop dreading the day. They start embracing it. I know it's easy to assume that aging means decline, that losing energy or clarity is just part of the process. But I want you to hear this clearly. That isn't the end of your story. You have more influence over your health than you may think, and it all begins with what you do when you wake up. Master your mornings, and everything else begins to align: your vitality, your sleep quality, your focus, even your relationships. Because when your blood flows with ease, your life does too. And if you're ready to keep building on this foundation, I've created something that can help you bring these changes into your daily routine, one step at a time. Let's move forward together. If this video offered you any value, I'd be grateful if you gave it a like. It really helps us reach more men who need this kind of guidance. Drop a comment below and let me know which of these morning habits you're going to try first, or share something that's already working for you. I read every comment. Your stories matter. And if you know someone, a friend, a brother, your dad who might benefit from this, don't hesitate to share it. A simple share could make a real difference in someone's health journey. If you'd like to support this channel and help us continue creating free, medically sound content for men over 60, please consider a small contribution using the link in the description. Every bit helps us reach more people who truly need it. Thank you for watching. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.